Welcome back to Before the Millions Trading Academy. Today we're going to be doing a in-depth tutorial on Tradelocker, right? Tradelocker is one of the new platforms that a lot of traders are going to have to migrate to, that a lot of brokers and prop firms are migrating to. So I want to do this in-depth tutorial for you guys so you guys can learn how to use it properly and know all this in and out functions. Gonna be a very simple video. Real quick, I'm not gonna go too deep into the broker thing, but I want you guys to understand that a lot of brokers as traders, we're going through a transitional period, right? A lot of brokers and prop firms are no longer on Metacoats and Metatrader 4, Metatrader 5 for various reasons, right? I'm gonna do a whole video on it. Don't want to take too much time in this one, but moral of the story is we're going through that transitional period, and you're gonna have to learn how to use a new platform. Now, analogy I always like to give is these platforms, whether it's Metatrader 4 or Tradelocker, C-Trader, DX Trade, all these platforms are like basketball courts. If you're a basketball player and you're a baller and you're good, it don't matter what court you go to. You could put Stephen Curry in a blacktop court. You could put him in a gym high school court. You could put him in a college court, an NBA court. It doesn't matter what court you put him on. He's gonna cook. Why? Because he's a great basketball player. It don't matter if he's home or away. He's gonna be great. So I want you guys to understand it's the same thing with trading. It doesn't matter what platform they put you on. If you're a good trader, you will make money regardless, right? So don't stress too much about the platform and all that's going on. Just make sure your skill is up to par. It doesn't matter what platform you have to, learn or use. You're gonna still make money and be able to milk it, right? So let's go ahead and get right into this training. So, first and foremost, let's go ahead and start over here on the right-hand side of your chart. Over here, this is where your watch list is. This is where you can actually look at all the different trading instruments that you're going to trade on. And actually, before we get too deep into that, I want to address the simple fact of when you download this app, because I know some of you guys are probably downloading it right now, and you click and you're like, dang, where's the chart and everything? You have to create your demo account, whether it's a demo account, which is what I'm using for this tutorial, or you create a live account, right? I'm using Osprey FX as the broker. You can go to Osprey FX and create a broker, right? I'm going to put the link in of the brokers that I use in the bio, so you guys can go ahead and check it out if it's something you want to do. But I want you guys to understand, you have to create your account with whatever said broker is on Tradelocker. They will email you your credentials, and that's where you can come here and sign in, so you can be able to see this entire thing. So when you open up the app, your screen is not going to just pop out like this. You got to get your credentials first, and then you'll be able to sign in. So back to what I was saying over here, the right-hand side of the screen, this is where all the different pairs are. So you have options. You can either come tap over here and type in, let's say, for example, US 30, right? With Osprey FX, they do have a pro version, a mini version for those that have less capital, and a regular standard US 30. So it just depends on the broker you have and what instruments you'll be able to trade. But you can type it in over here, whatever it may be. Also, to the right of that, you can look between different specific subsections. If you're looking, for example, Forex crosses, this will shorten the list of pairs there, so you can just look at Forex crosses. So pretty cool. Of course, if you want it, there's a star menu where you can favorite your certain pairs and make your own customized wish list. That is all up to you, right? So excuse me. Okay, so that watch list section is very, very simple and straightforward. Now, to the left of that, you will see this chart. Now, first things first, I do want to highlight the fact that this chart is chart by TradingView. It's beautiful, right? Tradelocker did a beautiful job partnering with TradingView, being able to integrate the TradingView chart. So if you know how to use TradingView, I'm telling you right now, you know how to use the Tradelocker chart. Super simple, super straightforward. For those that don't, let's do a quick overview, right? So on the top left, you have the different time frames. You can look at the market through different time frames. Over here, this is where you would click it, and if you wanted to star certain ones so it can stay on that screen, you can do so, right? So I can go to the 30-minute and already have it selected over there as my favorite. And to the side of that, we have the different candle types you may look at. I use regular candles. You may want to use Hakanashi, area, whatever the case may be. All this is right here for you to be able to utilize in your trading. To the right of that, you have indicators. Now, one thing I do want to highlight is that on TradingView, if you just go ahead and make a free TradingView account online, you have a limited number of indicators that you can use. In this case, as you can see, I can sit here and literally, let me show you guys how to do that. If you just tap on an indicator, you can add them. You can also sit here and type, right, whatever specific indicator you may want on your screen. Now, I love this, right? I have an unlimited amount of indicators I can use, which TradingView initially, or I would say originally would not allow people to do, right? You have to pay for the Pro Pack to be able to have access to all these different indicators. So what you can do, anytime you add an indicator to your screen, if you just tap on the name of that indicator at the corner, you can see some options, right? You have an eyeball where you can, turn it off and turn it on in terms of visibility. You have this gear sign where you can actually edit the indicator, change whatever color, the input, whatever the case may be of that indicator. And then beside that, you have X. I'm going to go ahead and X all these out because I don't use indicators much. Pretty much only use a moving average. But I don't really use indicators. So you have that right there for you. And then also, of course, all the different tools. Now, I do want to also say, like I said, TradingView made the, this is the TradingView chart. So I'm not surprised that it's so beautiful. But just look how smooth, get rid of that real quick. Let's look how smooth it is when it comes to charting your screen, right? You guys are seeing my screen in real time. I got to say this thing is smooth, right? This thing is super smooth, right? You can do whatever type of market structure you do, whatever you do with your trading, you can do so with ease in terms of the chart, super smooth. Like I said, it's the same thing as TradingView. So, it's straightforward to the point. All the different indicators and everything you have on TradingView, you have here, right? So we can go ahead and move on. Last but not least, you have this bottom section here where it shows your positions, pending orders, things of that nature, your balance, your P&L, current P&L, your equity, margin, and all of those good things, right? So this is where your information will be when you enter trades or exit trades, your trade history, all that good stuff will be here on the bottom of your screen, right? So positions shows your active positions, pending order shows, whatever trade you currently have pending, right? Maybe buy stop or sell stops. Your trades, this is all your trade history and things of that nature, close position. Then, like I said, you have your balance and all those good things there. Now, on the bottom left-hand side of your screen, right, with that money sign, this is where you can click between different accounts, whether you want to switch to your live account or whatever the case may be. You may have a plethora of accounts here that you flip through, all up to you. You can go ahead and do that there. So that's pretty much I just covered the whole app, right? This is very, very simple in terms of the layout, right? And I do want to point this out. Whether you're looking at the phone is the same thing. It's just slightly different. If you can understand what I'm doing here, I'm recording this on the iPad. You will automatically understand it on the phone. I was gonna do the phone for you guys, but just the way it records in the layout wasn't really visually attractive when it comes to uploading to YouTube and things of that nature. So whether you can do this on the laptop, you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your iPad. I love it. This app is very, very smooth on all devices. Now let's go and get into how to enter trades, how to modify close trades. So if you look over here on this corner here, well, before we do that, right, you can adjust the layout of your screen. So as you can see, my chart is right here. Like I said, this over here is my different Forex pairs and things of that nature. So over here, if you look between your chart and your watch list, you can actually tap that. And what it will do is make your watch list disappear, right? If you need to bring it back, just tap that corner again and it brings it back. So you're just tapping this little white line there and it will bring it back and forth if you're using the laptop or, an iPad or anything. And you have that same white line here for the position. So you can click that and it will kind of get all these things out the way. So if you just wanted to look straight at your chart, you could do that. And, your tab in terms of, you can actually adjust it and move it around, but your tab to enter and exit will be wherever you specifically want it to be, right? So it's pretty cool. And if you go ahead and bring that back, it goes back to its position. Let's bring the positions back. That, everything goes back to its position. So very, very simple and smooth in terms of the setup of the chart and everything of that nature. So what we're going to do over here, we're going to actually get into some trades. Well, I'll show you guys how to get into a trade real quick. Let's go ahead and find some crypto, right? Because I know it is 5 o'clock, so most markets are closed except the cryptocurrency market. So we're going to pull up ETH, right? Ethereum, Now let's go look at Ethereum real quick. And let's just say we wanted to get into an Ethereum buy, right? Let's say hypothetically we wanted to get into a buy right now on an ETH. Right here on the bottom side of my screen, on this bottom corner, you see all the information I need when it comes to entering the trade. Now, here you see market. If you see market, that means market execution. Whatever you're doing at that moment is for instant market execution, meaning it'll put you in the trade. Once you confirm it, it'll put you in the market immediately. Beside market, you have risk, SL, and TP. So let's say hypothetically, I wanted to buy ETH right now. What I would do is, of course, adjust my lot size. Now, when you're trading, everyone has a specific lot size, which is how much you're trying to risk per trade. Now, how you determine your lot size is up to your risk management parameters, right? So let's say I wanted to use a 0.10 lot size. And let's say my stop loss, I'm going to go put my stop loss in. So I just go ahead and click on stop loss. And as you can see right here, it says draft and my stop loss is there. So what I would do, and it's pretty cool, you can literally just drag. If you click this, you can drag it down. Let me go ahead and do that for you guys. If I can actually click it and drag it around, right? So let's say I wanted my stop loss to be right there under that engulfing. That's fine. And I would go ahead and do the same thing for take profit. I'll just go ahead and tap take profit, right? Turn the take profit on. And now I can drag, right, my TP up and down on my screen. Now, I really, really love this. Now, if you notice, right, let's just go ahead and look at this. If you notice something that's pretty cool here, let me point it out for you guys. Where I put my stop loss, you can see it says SL minus $53. It's letting me know that, okay, if I was to put a 0.10 lot size with the current lot size that I have, if I was to enter right now with this stop loss, I'm risking $54, right? And if it hits my TP, I will make $75. Now, it'll let you know the percentage of your account that you're risking. So if I was to put a 0.10, I'll be risking 61% of my account. That's a hefty bit, So it kind of lets you know, and I really love that. Metatrader 4 does not do that. Metatrader 5 does not do that. It'll let you know the amount, but it will not let you know the percentage, and I really, really like that. And I feel like it will help traders a lot psychologically, seeing the amount of percentages they're actually able to do on a consistent basis. Now, what was I going to say? So if I was to come here, right, and I change my lot size, let's say I lower my lot size. I want you guys to notice how the amount, look at my SL, my draft SL, as I lower it, my lot size, it lowers the amount. So with a 0.07, I'm risking $40. So let me lower some more, right? Let me lower some more. Now, boom. Now, if I did a 0.02, I'm only risking 12% of my account. That's more feasible, right? That's a little more, that makes a bit more sense. So this is going to help you with your risk management. I love how this actually tells you exactly what you're risking percentage-wise and numerically wise. I'm going to show you guys something that's also cool. Now, you could do this in terms of, figuring out your lot size and doing the math. And, if you have to change it over here, where it says your lot size till you get to the number you're looking for risk-wise, that's fine. But one thing that I know as a trader, in order for you to be successful, you have to have proper risk management. And everybody that has proper risk management, they have something called a unit size, meaning they know exactly how much they're risking per trade. It may be percentage-based, it may be numerical, money-wise, whatever the case may be, right? So let's just say my risk, let's just say I wanted to risk, $20 on my trade. Let's say that's my unit size. What you would do, and this is really, really cool, pay attention. Beside SL and TP, you have this risk button. If I click risk, instead of me inserting what lot size I desire, if I click risk, I put in the amount that I desire to risk. So I could literally say, listen, guys, I only want to risk $20. If I do that, it doesn't matter where my stop loss is. It's going to edit my lot size to be $20. So as you can see right now, it says I'm risking $20, which is 22%. My lot size right here is a 0.03. It's letting me know. Perfect. Well, if I was to now move my stop loss to, let's just say, excuse me. So I want to risk, let's go back and change this back to $20. Cool. Now let's say my stop loss was actually going to be down here. Now, if you notice over here, my lot size changed, but my risk amount didn't because I set my risk. So you can either get into your trade and set your trade up with your risk amount, which is this little button, by just entering your desired risk amount, or if you unclick that, you can enter your lot size. So for my new beginner traders that want to make money, risk management is mandatory. If you don't have proper risk management, I'm telling you right now, you will never make a cent in the market. This will be a depositing machine. right? So if you do not want that to be, you have to have proper risk. So if you don't know how to calculate lot sizes correctly, or you don't feel confident, whatever the case may be, or you just want to get into your trade fast without having to do extra math, click risk, type in your risk amount, right? And if I want to buy, hit buy, confirm, and now I'm in the trade automatically. And as you can see here, guys, right, this shows my active P&L. I'm currently, negative 5 cents. It shows right there. It also shows it right here at the bottom, where it gives you all the details about the specific trade that you just entered. Buy lets me know my lot size, let me know what I entered, where the market currently is, what my stop loss, my TP is, how much margin is being used, saying how much exposure. It's letting you know all this beautiful information right here on your screen, right? So pretty cool what it does right there. And let's just say you want to do a pending order, right? Let's say you wanted to do like a buy stop or a sell stop. What you would do in that order, in that case, is you see where it says market, I'll click that, and you see where it says pending. Now I got a pending order going. So what I do is I can drag it, right? So let's say I went to a buy stop. Of course, the buy stop is above where the market currently is, right? So I'll just drag it and put it there. If I want to do a buy limit, of course, is below where the market currently is, right? So if I want to do a buy stop is there, right? Let's say my stop loss, so I'll go ahead and add my stop loss, boom, right? My stop loss, drag it however I please. Let's say my stop loss is there. Same thing I would do, right? TP. And excuse the adaptability touch thing. I'm just trying to be able to make sure you guys have a kind of like a cursor on the screen as I'm breaking this down, so you guys can see exactly what I'm referring to without stress. So, I adjusted my stop loss. You can do it right here on the chart, my TP and everything right there. And then I'm just going to come over to the risk. I'm going to determine, okay, you know what? I want to risk $20 again. Then I'm going to go ahead and press buy. Confirm. Boom. All right. So now my pending order is in place. Now, look down here. I only have one trade here. Why? Because only one trade is active, the market execution. If I go to pending orders, that's where my pending orders are over here, because this is the trade is pending, right? So I got one position in and one pending order. So that's how you enter trades. That's how you also implement risk management. That risk button is really, really cool. It's pretty great. So what I want to show you guys is how to close your trade out. So there's multiple ways you can close your trade out. You can go ahead and close out a trade, either letting it hit your SL or TP, or you can manually close it with this X button right there on your chart, right? Another way you could do it, come over here to the X button all the way to the right and close out your trade. Now, there's situations where people may want to close partial. You may want to close for a partial profit, take some partial profit off, off the table. You may get into a trade, and this happens to me sometimes when I'm rushing to get into a trade. I put the lot size I think I'm supposed to use, and I realize, oops, after I put my stop loss, and this thing tells me that, oops, you're risking $16. I'm like, dang, I'm not really trying to risk that much. Okay, I need to lower this risk, right? So let's say, for example, oops, excuse me, let me delete that. Let's say, for example, right, on this trade that I'm currently in, let me discard this trade that I'm currently in, right? I'm risking, $10 on that trade. Now, let's say I wanted to close because I feel like I'm risking way too much money. And I'm like, you know what? Let me close half of this position, right? So I'm only risking $5. Now, what I would do is I would come over here, right? I'll come over here beside the X. So I'm not trying to close it. Beside that one is an X with a box around it with, that's kind of spaced out a bit. Tap on that. This way you can close partially your position. So I'm in this current trade. Well, I'm in this current trade for 0.01 lots. So, I would have to be in it for more than that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get into a trade with a 0.10 lot right now. 0.10. And then my stop loss, we're just going to, do anything. Move this right there. All right. Oops. It's a lot. Okay. $36 stop loss, right? So boom. Let's go ahead and buy. So let's say I get into this trade, right? And that's this position right here, this 0.10 position. What I'll do is I'll hit that X. I'm like, oops, I risked too much. I want to change this to 0.05, right? I will just close out whatever, close out 0.05, right? And I'll be left with 0.05. If I close out 0.04, right, let me close that out. I'll be left with a 0.06 left on that position, right? So that's how you close out partial position on your trade. And if you wanted to close the whole thing out, you know what to do. Beside that, this little pencil, right? On that pencil, you can go ahead and tap that, and this will allow you over here to edit your stop loss. You would add your take profit, edit your take profit. You know, you can kind of do it like that, and it's beautiful. You can actually do it in terms of pips, or they have ticks here, or you can do it in terms of price, right? I can say I want my take profit to be based off percentage. Let's say I want my take profit to be 100% of my account. It will put it there. Confirm wherever that is, it'll put that TP there so that it's only at 100% of your account, right? So a lot of things you can do. Is pretty cool what you can do here on Tradelocker. But that's pretty much in terms of the overview, guys. I just showed you the layout. I showed you how to use the chart. You know how to use the chart and move around with the chart in terms of your analysis. You know, over here on the right-hand side, this is your watch list where you can just, whatever pair you want to look at, you just tap it. You know, that's where you bring it over to the chart. And then your positions is over here after you enter into your trades. This is the little section where you enter in your trades, where you put your risk, your stop loss, all that good stuff is there. Like I said, guys, it doesn't matter whether you're on the phone or the laptop or the iPad. I did record this on the iPad just for visual, you know, aesthetic reasons. It looks really weird after you upload it on YouTube after recording on the phone. But I know a lot of you guys are going to be trading on your phone. Most of you guys, right? Not a laptop or walking around with an iPad. So if you can understand this video, you automatically got it in terms of the phone. It's the same exact thing. The layout is just a bit different, a tiny bit different, right? And then, so I'm going to give a quick review and then we'll leave it at that. A quick review on the app, how I personally feel. I honestly believe that this is the #1 app currently out. I think this is better than Metatrader 4 and 5. The simple fact that they have this risk button, they won. Be honest, they won. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen another platform that has this. And again, they're not paying me $1, bro. I'm just telling you guys my honest review. Gigas Trade, I feel like is slow, is choppy. I haven't tried CTrader. But this, I really, really like this. So, I mean, if your broker is here, I think you guys are good for a long time, for the long term. This is a pretty solid platform. And if they just make it better, I don't even know how they can make it better. You know, more is not always better. I feel like this, it's just like MT5. It gives us everything we had on MT5 and MT4, but it just gives us a couple extra things. It looks better in terms of, it just looks newer. Especially on the laptop. I don't know if you guys ever tried to trade Metatrader on a laptop. Oh my God, that terminal looks like it's still stuck in 1784 before computers were even made. That thing looks like that's the time frame it was used in. It's ridiculous, guys. So this is the #1 in my eyes. We'll see. Like I said, we're going through a transitional period as traders, man. So listen, guys, whatever platform you need to use, whatever you got to do to get that money, go get. Look, we got bills to pay. We got trips to take. You know what I'm saying? We got clothes to buy. We got cars to drive, bro. If you're not going to go buy that car, I'm going to do it. So if you're not going to learn the platform, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go get paid, right? So that's all that matters at the end of the day, guys. Do what you got to do. Remember. The skill is most important. Put Curry on any court. He's going to cook. You know what I'm saying? So if you like this content, family, like, subscribe, you know, comment, do everything. Follow us on the gram. Keep showing love. Y'all showing me some love. I'm going to keep dropping this content for you guys. Got some more sauce coming soon. Got a huge challenge coming soon. We're going to turn $100 into $1 million in trading capital. So just stay tuned for everything that we got going on. I appreciate you, each and every single one of you. Let's go get that money.